My friends, I literally cannot believe I'm saying this again. But we bought a fixer-upper RV, Tidbits on Wheels 2.0, coming at you. You ready for this, babe? Oh, thank you. You ready for this?
Yeah.
You do know it's going to involve a lot of paint. Your favorite thing. This is your idea. So the purpose of this beauty is twofold. Well, maybe threefold. Number one, make it over. Make it super cute. Did you guys see Tidbits on Wheels 1.0? You know that this can be quite the transformation. But with my kids getting older, we just feel like we would love some adventure. And the most affordable way to do that is to travel in an RV. So we hope to take some awesome adventures with our kids in this before we sell it and hopefully make some money. So we're hoping it covers the cost of some travel with our kids, as well as provide another stream of income for us since we are a self-employed family. So you want to see the before tour before it all gets ripped out? Here we go. As you can see, it's not terrible, but you know that it can be better, right? I don't know who puts carpet in an RV. It gets so nasty. So that will definitely be coming out. Let's head over into the bathroom. I actually feel like this is a pretty good size for an RV bathroom, definitely compared to our last one. So I'm thinking just paint and wallpaper, and it shouldn't be too terrible. New faucet. Anyway, there's the bathroom. And here's kind of the primary bedroom area. Some great storage. I think it'll fit our entire family's wardrobe quite nicely. More storage, TV. And I think it's super weird that a mirror is there for a headboard, cracks and all. So we'll be changing that for sure. But that's it. Not much to see here, but I cannot wait to get started. So first things first, we of course had to do some demolition, which I swear all boys think is just a blast. So my son got right in there with Kevin and demoed some things, tore it apart. We basically gutted it all except the cabinets, which I really thought we could make do without painting them because the flooring I picked would actually look really good with the wood tones. So we did not tear out cabinets, but we tore out the floor. We tore out the area around the fridge. Now, the area around the fridge was kind of tricky because we actually found a little bit of water damage. So we had to gut that completely, and then we designed a new little pantry area that Kevin built in. Now, before we could put the peel and stick floor tiles on, we put a layer of this self-adhesive floor tile primer, which just helps that flooring stick a little bit better and it dries clear. But then we could put the checkerboard peel and stick flooring on there, which I think is so unique and one of the best features of this makeover. For the walls, we ended up doing some paintable beadboard wallpaper. Now, this was the glue type, but it was pre-pasted, so we just had to get it wet. And then Kevin cut it around. And we did this in the main living area of the RV. And then I got some really cute peel and stick wallpaper from Spoonflower. I had read in several places that the Spoonflower wallpaper actually does better with moisture changes, and that definitely happens in an RV. So I found some really cute stuff, and I'll link it for you. Got that all painted, and then we were able to start furnishing it with new kitchen faucets, new lighting, brought in all the new furniture, and then it was ready for me to start to decorate, which of course is my favorite part. wasn't that quite the transformation. I gotta tell you, making over these small spaces, there's something that's just so fun about it. So now I want to share with you some of like the storage things that we're doing and some of the things that we stocked the RV with. I'm not all the way stocked and prepared for that, but I think there's some good ideas here that you can glean from. Before I do, I want to tell you about my new Keeper of the Home merchandise that is now in my TIDBITSandCo.com shop. I have all these cute t-shirts that say Keeper of the Home, 3 different logos for you to choose from, and 7 different colors of t-shirts. So definitely go over to TIDBITSandCo.com, check out my merch and other things that I have for you there. But for now, let's look at some of the storage and the functionality in our RV. Oh, and before I forget, I will leave product links in the description for you for anything that we bought here that I can link for you. And I will be doing a blog post on my blog, tidbitsandcompany.com, where there will be photos that you can save on Pinterest boards and other information and resources and links that I may not be able to share here in this video. So definitely check that out. So this cool piece of furniture, I'm sure you've seen them if you've spent any time on social media, but these are shoe cubbies and they're really great. They're super slim and they hold quite a bit of shoes. And up here we got some like utility storage, but I knew that from living in the RV last time, shoes are really problematic if you don't have a solution for them. So this is my solution. You can get them for your house. They're not made for RVs, they're made for homes, but it works great here. I got a couple of hooks for keys or little jackets, but I think this will be a lifesaver. Some things that I'm storing here, I thought it'd be fun to share with you. These are these little tacky mounting putties. And this is what I'm going to use to secure things like a little plant that, you know, you just have to have. But other things like the picture on the wall so that it doesn't bounce around when we're traveling, the tray by the sink. So these are what I'm going to use just to stick things in place so they don't shift around. So I'm keeping a bunch of that in there. I've got several things of tape. You never know when you're going to need tape, electrical, duct tape, masking tape, and this first aid tips pamphlet here. And I am going to get some more first aid stuff in here before we go, but this was a good idea, I think. Here in the kitchen, I put this tray, and this is what I'll use that sticky tape to secure, but we got some hand soap in here that I'll also put down with that putty, some rags, an essential oil diffuser because RVs can create a lot of smells, and we got a clock so that we can watch time ticking by. So far in the kitchen drawers, I've stocked some utensils, just some secondhand utensils, and I got all these sets of knives with protective covers on them, which I thought would be important in here. And then this one's not too organized, but it's just a lot of cooking supplies, measuring cups and whatnot. And then down here, just some new towels and rags, which I'm sure we'll use plenty of. Under the sink, I've just put a cleaning caddy, which cleans toilets, sanitizes. I grabbed some latex gloves. You never know what messes you're going to have to clean up that you don't want to touch. But I did want to show you that we put some of the extra wallpaper down here. Just makes it feel a little fresher. Then right here, where everyone can reach, I put the bowls and plates and cups. These are... they're not melamine, it's something else I found. Oh, I can't remember the name. I will link them for you below, but obviously not breakable. I read up on them. They're a safer alternative than most plastics, so I'm excited to have those. Okay, up here in the kitchen cupboard, I'm saving most of this space for the Instant Pot, which will be the main thing we use to cook with. Got some frying pans, liquid measuring cup, and these cool nesting metal bowls with a non-slip bottom I thought was important, and lids for each size. So I think that will come in real handy. When I came out here to video, I realized hubby forgot to put a knob up here, so we'll have to get that. But I've kept a lot of the plastic wraps up here. Here's a tablecloth. I've heard those are very good to use when you're traveling to put over dirty picnic tables. A couple of trays, extra paper plates and things. And then there's this other side, which I haven't filled up, but it'll be real nice. I don't have the pantry fully stocked yet, but I did include these little command strip containers with all these paper products on the door. We did this in our last RV and I thought it was really nice. I was glad we didn't have to replace any countertop, but you'll see this comes up and the sink is below it, which is a nice feature. And over here is the propane oven, which I think we'll use a lot. There is no oven, but this microwave is a microwave and a convection, and I thought that would be enough for us. Okay, let me show you the coolest thing, where the kids sleep. A couple of kids will have these options. Now this is a furniture piece that we found on Amazon. It's not made for RVs, but we found that it'll work perfect. So we just pull these out and then it lifts up evenly and we can put a mattress pad on here where the kids can sleep. Now while this one worked great, we realized that we had to reverse the other one. So this is why you see this black part right here. It's actually the back side of this, but we needed both of them to be pulled out on this side. So we just moved the backrest to here, and you're just gonna see this little black part that's meant to be the back, but there are worse things. I think it'll work great. And the last sleeping spot is this couch, which will fit 2 more kids. So all 4 of our kids will fit, plus my husband and I. And it's a roll-out bed, so I'll show you that in a minute. But I also thought it'd be fun to show you this. This is something I picked up thrifting. It's a little tray, so that while we're traveling, someone can have this to put a laptop or book or an activity or whatever, but it fits perfectly in between these. Okay, I've only done this once. Let's see if I can do it again. It just pulls out. And then this pad comes out here by the feet, and that lays down and shifts. You can see the seat belts, maybe you can see them. And then these just pop up like that, and you've got a nice bed. And I just wanted to reassure you, my husband was able to screw these down into the ground, so they're attached. They won't be moving as we travel. And we also put seat belts that are bolted onto the floor. Just made me feel better. You never know if you slam on your brakes or rock around. I would just feel better if most of the time that we traveled, we're sitting down and we're secure. But I love that I was able to find furniture that wasn't really made for an RV, but it worked perfectly. The other option was to buy RV furniture, which is super expensive, or to reupholster the nasty ones that were already here, which was also really expensive. So I thought we found some great options, and of course I will link them for you if you're curious. You'll see here we did have to slice through this little, it's not actually the seam, but it's a part in between the seams, so that we could fit up these seat belts, and we'll just tuck those in when they go to sleep. But I did buy a queen mattress pad that will go over this, just so that this doesn't get dirty and gross, and it'll be way more comfortable for them, I think. And we put a towel bar here, and I've just hung 4 throw blankets. That's so that if the kids get cold as we're traveling or they need something to just cuddle with, they can just quickly grab these. Put in a new rain shower faucet, and we also installed these little hooks so that we can hang rags, put shampoo, soaps and things. And then we also attached these to the wall to just stay secure, especially while we are traveling. You can see here the master bed lifts up, and they're on really good shocks. We actually replaced those. And then we store all the extra bedding and sleeping pads that we'll use at nighttime for the kids when you pull out their beds from the couches. But that's really nice, and it's surprisingly easy to shut. And then it all looks nice and tidy. Thanks for touring the RV with me, you guys. We're way excited for the adventures that we're going to have in this RV. and really hopeful that we'll be able to sell it for a profit after all of our sweat equity and hard work, and to pay off expenses of our travel. So that's why we're doing it, how we're doing it, and I hope you enjoyed seeing it and left with a lot of inspiration. Thanks for joining me. Check out my blog, tidbitsandcompany.com, and my shop, tidbitsandco.com, and make sure you're subscribed so that I can share more inspiration for the keeper of the home with you. Thanks for watching.